TIAA is on a mission. Why? Because 54% of Black Americans don't have enough savings to retire. So in collaboration with big-name artists like Wyclef Jean, TIAA released Paper Right, new music inspiring a new financial future. With 100% of streaming sales going to a nonprofit that teaches students how to invest. Stream Paper Right now and help close the gap.
This episode is brought to you by Pepsi Wild Cherry. Pepsi Wild Cherry is bursting with delicious cherry flavor and a sweet, crisp taste that gives you more to go wild for. Getting wild may look different these days, but whether it's opting for a solo Friday binge watch or a big night out, everyone can indulge in their wild side with Pepsi Wild Cherry. Also available in Zero Sugar. So grab a Pepsi Wild Cherry and get wild.
Let's party each and every year on Christmas Eve, where the fun and cocktail shrimp don't seem to end. Clark and Ralphie taking turns on the TV screen, laughing, singing, yelling with all of our friends. Well, it's Christmas, and let the parties go spread the holiday cheer. 'Cause it's Christmas. Oh, it's the best time of the year.
Hey, Dylan.
Hey, Matt, I'm a little confused, buddy. Like, you calling us together for this one.
I called you together. So, guys, I'm thinking that the time in which this episode comes out will probably be this is probably the first episode of 2023. So this will be right after Christmas. We've done our post-Christmas chat.
Yeah.
But
Throwing 'em a
we're
little
recording
small.
this. We're recording this on Black Friday because
Lord.
both of us had Black Friday craziness, and I had a realization about a song that I have shit on for the entire
Dude's so
duration of this
fucking weird.
podcast. So let's do your Black Friday thing
Okay.
first. What did you
All
get?
right. So, my past week has been absolutely insane. So we are recording this on Black Friday. Last weekend, flew out to Florida and enjoyed a couple days at Universal, and then did the Disney thing, just Hollywood Studios, so we could do the Star Wars stuff. Get back in Sunday. I'm up for work Monday morning, go to work Tuesday. I'm in bed by 8:30 on Tuesday night because, like, it's just not happening. When we wake up, Teddy's like all congested, and I know like sickness is going around. She's COVID tested multiple times. She does not have COVID, but just like grossness. So by like Wednesday evening, we usually have the family all come here for Thanksgiving, and Wednesday evening she's like, we can't do that. Like, we just can't do it. So I'm like, okay. We text family. My family's like, no worries at all. We're going to go to Fisherman's Inn, which is a local restaurant. They don't take reservations, which is nice because it really is just first come, first serve. So it was a nice, like, last minute plan thing. So I went over there with them, and it just been running wild since like last Friday, basically. This morning we wake up at like, I set the alarm for 7, and I basically am like, no, fuck that. And I was actually thinking, like, I'm not going to go at all. And Teddy's like, I'm feeling a little better. I'd like to mask up and get out of the house. So we pack up. We head to Dover, Delaware. And we start off at Target. And there is jack shit. There's like nothing at Target, dude. I think I miss the Black Fridays of old, where Black Friday was Black Friday, because these things have... Well, okay, so
I'll tell you this much.
Yeah,
A friend
okay.
of mine texted me and was like, I don't want to buy anything, but I've never experienced the Thursday night Black Friday. I'd love to, like, people watch.
Oh, that's not a thing anymore.
Yeah, we did no research. We just, like, met up at a mall, and I was like, it is a ghost town in this ballpark.
Yeah, so...
No, and I am glad for that.
Yeah,
I'm like,
for
that
sure.
is a good thing.
No.
But
I am not going to lie. I will go on record of saying I miss it.
Yep.
Because I did used to do that. I did do that Thursday. I was out more Thursday night than I was Friday. I totally understand why they got rid of it. Fully support it. But I do miss it. Like, I'm nostalgic for going out Thursday night after Thanksgiving dinner. We did that thing. What I don't like about Black Friday now, and it kind of picked up over the pandemic, is like Black Friday has become like Black November.
Yeah.
Really, because the deals kind of started like 2 weeks ago, and periodically they drop other deals, and the deals aren't as good. Some people would say they were never that good, that it is all just a ploy, and that's true, 100%.
Yeah.
But the deals aren't even as good as they used to be. So we ended up hitting Target. Nothing really there. They're kind of cleaned out but packed. Then we head over to Best Buy. I picked up some 4K Blu-ray discs. I'm not super into like physical media as much as you are anymore. Like I've kind of taken a step back. But I did like pick up some things that I want to watch or that are cheaper for me to just grab today than they would be even if I grabbed them digitally right now. So like I grabbed Dune in 4K, which I haven't watched yet. I grabbed the new Scream on 4K, even though you have a copy for me.
That's all right.
I grabbed Everything Everywhere All at Once, which I have yet to watch, and I thought that was a pretty safe bet because like that's
everyone loves it. I bought it. I still haven't watched it.
Yeah, exactly. Picked up those, and I picked up X on Blu-ray. And what I was going for is I wanted to pick up Poltergeist and Lost Boys on 4K because those just came out, and that like as soon as Black Friday hit, they're $10, and I wanted to grab them both, but they didn't have the Lost Boys one. I did grab the Poltergeist one.
Nice.
And the last thing I grabbed was a 256 gigabyte micro SD card for my Steam Deck, so I could put some more games on that thing. We headed over to Dover Mall and went into GameStop, picked up a present for Teddy, but I also picked up this amazing like holiday Wookiee action figure. When we were in Disney last weekend, I grabbed a holiday R2D2. I think it was R2SN0.
Yeah.
I loved seeing the Wookiee today because I was like, oh, this can go with him. So that was kind of neat.
Yeah, he's got a friend now.
Yeah. So at this point, you're texting me and you're like, hey, just a heads up. The thing I was working earlier, it got done early. I'm good to record at 12:45 if you are. I'm still going to be closer to 1. We're in Dover. I think we just got to stop at Kohl's and then we'll be heading home. Cool. Fine. I get out of Kohl's. I'm like, we're about 40 minutes from home. Dude, I should be ready to go at exactly 1 o'clock. We proceeded to hit every single red light on our way home. People can't fucking drive. It's Black Friday, of course. Finally, we get home, and as soon as I open the door, our big fat black cat like comes around the corner, and I'm like, what the hell? He's got a fucking mouse in his mouth, and I had seen a mouse earlier in the house. For those of you who don't realize, I live on the eastern shore of Maryland. Matt has been to this house. I'm right next to a field. Mice are gonna happen. Like I'm well aware. I saw the mouse earlier. I'm like, the cat will get it later, whatever. But it was just so funny that I'm like, the cat will get it later. And like I get home and the cat's like, I fucking got that shit. Like you said, you said I'll get it. I got it, Dad. What do you want me to do with this? Because it wasn't dead. So like he kept putting it down.
I didn't know that part.
Yeah, he put it down and the mouse is like looks up, like almost unharmed because that cat's missing one of its teeth. So what I'm imagining is he's like picking up the mouse by like his gum.
Yeah.
The mouse is like, what the
mouse
fuck?
Mouse is just getting a nice little back rub.
I know. So like I walk in and Badger's got the mouse and I turn left. The dog is shit down the hallway and I'm like, fuck. That's what I called you. I'm like, I'm gonna be on. Just give me a moment. Teddy takes the mouse outside. I'm cleaning up the shit. And I also noticed that my computer is dead. So basically, like the office right now in our house is kind of a wreck because like we were prepping for Thanksgiving dinner. So this room became the throw everything in this room and we'll deal with it like after Thanksgiving.
All right.
So I was like, all right, I'll just record in the kitchen. And where we've moved our kitchen table, it's nowhere near any outlets. So I was like, my computer's dead. So then I came into the office and I'm like, I am surrounded by just nonsense. There's
like
so
nonsense
much
junk.
Yeah, there's just so much shit around me. And yeah, it's been a wild couple of days and I'm fucking tired, man.
Yeah, man. Look, Give me 5 minutes, and then you are able to go take a
No,
nappy nap.
man. That's the thing. Is like when we get done this, I'm probably gonna go outside and get the Christmas decorations out. Because like
You
I said, we
psycho.
are recording on Black Friday. So.
All right.
Hey, do you have an idea for a podcast but don't know where to start? Or do you have an already existing podcast that you want to take to the next level? Well, check out WeKnowPodcasting.com. From concept development to theme music to editing to logos, WeKnowPodcasting.com is a one-stop shop for all things pod. Don't hesitate to hit us up. We're very nice.
So I was driving to Pittsburgh to do a bunch of recording.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's time. I've been holding off on the Christmas music, but I got a 4-hour drive. It's
Hell
time to
yeah.
get holly jolly in this car.
Yeah.
So I put on this Christmas mix, and it's a cover from Alicia Keys of The Little Drummer Boy.
Okay.
I'm like, fucking great. Love Alicia Keys. Hate this song. Why is it always these artists that I love doing this fucking song? It's just an obnoxious prumpa-pum-pum thing. And I want to express here.
Did you ever end up listening to the Justin Bieber version with Busta Rhymes?
No, but I will check that out too.
Bum.
But here's the thing. I'm not saying that now this is like my favorite song of all time.
Yeah.
But I get it. I get what the song is about in a way
get
that
it.
I didn't get before.
All right.
Because
enlighten
Alicia
me.
Keys starts the song with this little speech.
Okay.
And she says like, I wanted to do the song Little Drummer Boy. She's calling Little Drummer Girl because the song always spoke to me in a weird way.
What the hell?
She goes, here's this kid getting to meet Jesus, who's supposed to be the greatest gift in the world, and he's poor, and he's got nothing but an old drum. And God is essentially just like, that one gift you have is good enough for me. And it's a celebration of like using the skill sets that you have to like bring joy into this world. And I was like, fuck. I'm the little podcaster boy. But it was like the first time I ever really thought about it. Like, cause there's that line where he's like, I have no gifts to bring. And he's talking about like, I'll play my drum for him. Like, it's the idea of like, I got fucking nothing, but I've got this drum and I love this person enough that I'm going to just play this drum awkwardly. And it's going to be a good enough gift for someone who like deserves so much more than this. And it's like, it doesn't even matter if like I feel like, sure, like if you're a Christian, that is a very deep story and whatever. Even if you're not, I just think the idea of like whatever stupid gift you have is good enough is actually a really good message in Christmas time. Like, it's the same idea of like when you're like, man, I don't even have fucking money to buy any gifts. And it's like, the gifts don't matter. Like,
Yeah.
go make something. You make a homemade card for someone, they're going to love that just as much as like whatever DVD or video game or whatever you buy them. Like,
Yeah.
like it's the thought that counts. So I was like, oh, you know what? Maybe I won't shit on Little Drummer Boy as much, but do you fucking hear what I hear? You are still on the shit list, buddy.
I do want to say that like if someone ever comes up to you and is like, listen to this Little Drummer Girl cover by Alicia Keys, it was released in 96, it's exactly what you think it's going to sound like.
100%.
Like I put it on and I'm like, all right, it is very 90s R&B and I'm for it.
Yeah.
Dude, this is off of a Jermaine Dupri Christmas album?
I found it on just literally, it was like a Coles Present Songs of the Season disc that I had laying around.
So if you go to Apple Music or whatever your preferred listening is, and you type in Alicia Keys, Little Drummer Boy, yeah, you get like some like various artist compilations, Christmas compilations, but the first one that pops up is 12 Soulful Nights of Christmas, released by Jermaine Dupri in 1996.
All right.
Let's go through some of this.
Wait, in 1996 you said?
There's Escape, Casey and JoJo, Alicia Keys, Shaka Khan, Faith Evans, Brian McKnight, Jagged Edge. Dude, this thing is fire.
No, here's the other thing though. You just said something that blows me away.
What?
I'm wondering 1996. How old was Alicia Keys? She was 15 on that recording.
That's wild.
Because I was like, wait, her first album came out in 2001.
Yeah.
So that is a 15-year-old Alicia Keys. That's her first recording. Is her
it?
doing Little Drummer Boy.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
12
So yeah, go
Soulful
check
Nights
that
of
out. But yeah,
Christmas.
like I said, I am at least open to the idea that there will be versions of Little Drummer Boy that I will like.
Sorry. Apparently, they've got the date listed wrong. It's 98.
Still, she
So
was
she's
17.
Yeah, that's
Like-
wild. Absolutely wild.
Because I remember when Fallen came out, it's like this artist who's still not even 21, and it was like
God, that song's such a
2001.
banger.
Dude, Fallen is a amazing song.
So
but
good.
but that's basically I wanted to clear the air because I have definitely been really mean to Little Drummer Boy, and then I heard this version that made me be like, oh, this song's actually really kind of great.
When we get off of here, I do want you to check out the Justin Biebs Busta Rhymes.
I will. I'm
I
gonna be
will
hopping in my
say
car to speed
that
over
it
to a
is-
meeting, but I'll put it on my playlist for the drive.
Yeah, it's like I don't think you could find a version that is much more opposite of this, except unless like I guarantee there's a death metal version out there. But in terms of like emotion, it's very different. Where like this is very soulful and has a message. The Justin Bieber Busta Rhymes version is strictly for the vibes, strictly for the partiness.
All right. Good
So
to know.
it's not quite Family Force 5, but I dig it.
All right, I'll keep that in mind. Well, Dylan, prum-pa-pum-pum.
Brum-pa-bum-bum, Matt.
Oh, whoa, oh, oh, now we won't stop till the big ball drops on New Year's. Happy holly, have a great, great, great holly, have a merry, 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 happy holiday.
You're listening to the Geekscape Network.